Hey friends, today we are having a conversation about the four transformations. And this area of human design can get, uh, there's a bunch of research that needs to be done here. Let's just say that. And these are, I actually put up a lot of this material a couple of years ago and got copyrighted strikes from the International Human Design School. So I'm not going to go deep into it. If you want to go deep, join the Human Design Self-Study and the mentorship. We pull apart all aspects of human design. Now, one thing I want to really bring to your attention is, as someone who follows the original material of Raw, I will tell you the reason why I keep it at the forefront of all of my teaching. And here's why. Human design was brought in through the manifestor energy because the manifestor energy is designed to be impactful. That's why Ra brought it to us. And it was transmitted through him. So the reason that I stick to it is because the keynoting and the language that Ra brings it forth into the world, manifestors are designed to create the cracks in the time-space continuum so that we, as manifesting generators, can go in and be creative. Our projectors can truly be those really wise guides. Our evaluators or reflectors can come in and evaluate the situation. And all manifestors are designed to bring originality. So that's why the translation of human design and the original transcription I stick to, because it creates this space inside your cells. That's what it's designed for. It's designed to corrupt and, kind of break up the not self. And the only way that that's going to happen is through the transmission from a manifester. So, of course, some of the language feels very harsh or um, tough because it's designed that way, because the not self gets triggered as soon as those um, words that are used that we have connotations around, that we've created a narrative around. As soon as they're in our designs, we think, oh, something's wrong with us. No, the whole point of this is to bust up the not self. One of the things Ra always talked about was the Rei Vai Ching is for the not self. So the beautiful part is that he corrupts and removes that not self so that we can step fully into the magic of who we are. So there is a huge revolt right now online, which is very interesting to me, to watch how the revolt took place to try and they're changing the terminology. Why are they changing the terminology? Well, in my opinion, it's to appease the not self. It is to bring in this softer spiritual aspect of human design so that they don't feel so triggered. So that's my opinion. Take it how you need to take it. But be aware that if you're coming into design, it's important to use the original material so that you can absolutely bust through all of that not self through the impactful translation through Ra Uruhu. So today we're going to chat about the four transformations. And the reason I'm bringing this to you today is it's important to understand that in order to have this human experience, we have to make sure that our vessel is healthy. So your body and your brain. And when your body and your brain system are healthy, so all your organs, your hormones, your nervous system, the fascia, the cardiovascular system, like everything that is contained within your skin back and everything that's contained throughout this beautiful protective layer of skin We want to make sure that it's healthy and well. And how we do that is through the 4 transformations. That's the first 2 steps. And then once that is healthy and well, then that's when the actual software, so your personality, can come online and feel like it can express itself properly because the physicality is clean and in alignment. So the first transformation always is to be sure from 0 to 30. From 0 to 30, that doesn't look like much of a 3. From 0 to 30, that the body is fed well. Now, a lot of us don't find design, or it doesn't find us until we've already passed this 0 to 30 stage. So we still want to go back there, and we want to reconnect with our own determination so that our cognition can operate correctly. So determination is actually the condition or the circumstance in which you're designed to intake food so that your crystals of consciousness, the cognition, your radio antenna can be clean and clear so that you can have a clean, clear conversation with your monopole. Okay. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, it's the environment. This happens between the ages of 30 to 50. Where the environment, where you put your body, where your body is healthiest, where it is best designed to make decisions. That's when the environment comes into place. Now, some of us may or may not be able to live in that environment. So you want to be able to utilize the environment when you're making big decisions in your life. For me, it is natural shores. Natural shores is not just water, but it's seeing the horizon. And outside of my office, I have the capacity to see for miles outside of my particular office. And then how your body is designed to be seen and how you are designed to see others or be recognized by others is through the environmental style. So other people are going to notice you in the environment in a particular way, whether that be observed or the observer. Okay. So that's the second transformation. What that does is that creates an alignment for your body. It creates a space on this earth plane where your physical body can be its most well. Okay. Where it can be its most well. Number 3, the third transformation is it's your perspective. It's how you are designed to see the world. This is how other people see you in your environment. Now this is how you are designed to see the world. And once the physical body feels well, it is well. Your chemicals, your hormones, your nervous system, cardiovascular system, all of that is moving around, moving through time space in a healthy, well state. Now all of a sudden you can see what you're designed to see. Your windshield, for a lack of better term, is clear and clean so that you can actually recognize what you're designed to recognize. So for me, this is wanting. I recognize and I see what people want. And the interesting part about wanting, because it is a 4th color here, once you get on this side, anytime you look at 4th colors, which we go into in the self-study, but 4th colors can transfer, and it's not a bad thing. So for this wanting, if any of you guys have this 4th color, what happens is that the perspective will actually kind of run through all 6 stages of perspective and recognize what people are wanting in the environment around them. And what I do is I have this capacity to focus in on what do they want. So when the body is healthy, body, brain, organs, all of everything that's in your skin back, everything here is healthy and well, now all of a sudden the perspective comes online. It's like your software doesn't have viruses. But again, this is happening between the ages of 30 and 50. So if you're not there yet, don't worry. Don't push yourself. Recognize that the human experience is designed for an 84-year lifespan now. It used to be a 30-year lifespan with the 7-centered. So it looked different. It just looked different. Now we are in this capacity for an 84-year life cycle. And of course, I know this as a manifesting generator. I want to go fast. I want to, have all this stuff, learn it all, and, be this magician. But it just doesn't happen that way. It happens over time. And that is what we learn through the solar plexus. The solar plexus tells us that patience and time is the most wise aspect so that we can contemplate all of this movement in that time space. So now we're at transformation number 4. And transformation number 4 tells you, how does your personality actually get motivated? Okay. And motivation, it just kind of relieves your mind, because you don't have to be motivated incorrectly. And what I mean by that is most of the time we are motivating ourselves through self-shame, through negative narration of our being. But once we recognize that this motivation, this final step, which happens at the age of 50 and over, so that's what we call it the Chiron return, the flowering, because everything comes online. Now, you might be someone who's 20 or 30 and you're in human design, and you've been told to start over here in the 4th transformation. Don't do that. Go back to your brain body. You are only human, and your personality only is coming in because you actually have a human body for it to ride around on. So if the brain and body system isn't healthy, if you're not in the correct environment, if the vessel isn't well, then the personality is always going to look like it has viruses in it. Okay. So this is a very quick overview of how this operates. If you want to go deeper, again, mentorship, we go into all aspects of this. And this is the reason that I'm bringing this to you, is to understand that human design is such an all-encompassing tool for all of us. And when we honor the original translation and the original transmission, what you will notice is that you're no longer looking outside of yourself, meaning you're not focused in on how much money am I making. You're not focused in on how much stuff do I have, even though I just did a manifestation video about that. You're not focused externally. You are fully focused internally and operating from your signature energy field. And you will get exactly what you deserve. Your physical body will be so in tune. You will be able to pick up transmissions through your personality in ways that will absolutely blow the minds of the people around you. Okay. So I encourage you to lean deeper into Ra's material and bust up all of that not self and recognize that this is the long game. You're not here just for a quick flash in the pan. This is an 84-year cycle. Like, lean in, be patient, allow yourself some space, and have fun.